Hi there. So I know you have some questions about the READ Act, which is totally understandable. I know it can be kind of complicated. So pretty much the READ Act just ensures that all students in Colorado can read at grade level by the time they're leaving third grade. So pretty much if your child's not at grade level by the end of third, we'd put them on the READ Act. I know you're probably wondering how it all works, so I'll just go over it kind of briefly with you. So pretty much in the spring, we will assess how they're doing in their reading efficiency. And if it looks like students aren't at grade level, they're considered to have significant reading deficiencies. So if this is the case, we'd first start by giving them an individual reading plan. So some of the things this would include is like home reading strategies, so kind of working at it more outside of the classroom, as well as inside of the classroom, which would include like intervention support services. So kind of just making sure that we're doing whatever we can to get them on track by the end of the year. If they're not making enough progress in this, though, we'll have to go into retention, which sounds really scary. But pretty much it's just having your child, they would have to repeat the grade. But we would do everything we could to set them up for success. So we would give them a comprehensive program of intensive intervention. So that sounds super complicated, but basically we just go really into depth in trying to progress them to get them on track. We'd give them tons of opportunities to guide them to success, more literacy screenings, just to kind of monitor where they're going. And then depending on how they do in those screenings throughout the year, we kind of adjust to make those differences where we need to get them back on track. We'd also make sure that they're placed with highly effective teachers in effective classrooms. So really just setting them up in the environment and the support system that they need to get them to where they need to be the second time around. I know it all sounds incredibly scary because holding back a student sounds really intimidating, but it's really important that they're reading at grade level, because even the CDE says that students rarely catch up to their grade level if they were to move on, if they haven't mastered reading proficiently by the third grade. I know that it sounds scary too, because you're probably wondering how they're tested, how to make sure that they are reading at grade level, but it's not just dependent on one test. So that's not like they just get one opportunity to show us that they can read proficiency. We'll be able to look throughout the entire year and make sure that they have plenty of opportunities to demonstrate that they can sufficiently read. But yeah, just really important. We want to make sure that they're getting there. There's even ties to connections that if they're not reading proficiently by the end of third grade, that they could even have less of a chance to graduate high school. So we just really want to make sure that by the end of third grade, your child is going to be reading efficiently and fluently, just so we can make sure that we're setting them up for future success throughout their life.